Hi everyone, welcome back to this series of Amibroker tutorials. I promised that I would show you how to plot things on a chart, and plotting things on a chart, you know, as in to show them on the chart just using a tiny bit of Amibroker Formula Language. This can be so handy because if you've got a trading system, you can actually visualize it on the chart and have a look and see exactly where your buy and sell signals might be happening based on your rules. So this is just so cool, and I really want to show you how to do this based on the Bollinger Band breakout system that I showed you the other time. Apart from that, we just for this particular one, we would have to, here we go. Oh no, here we go. So this is the code that I have at the moment for the Bollinger Band breakout, and this is based on, we've already checked this out in another video. Feel free to check that out. It's at my site, asxmarketwatch.com. Now what we've done already is we've set up the buy and sell signals. So we're going to buy on a close above this top band and sell on a close below this bottom band. So really simple stuff, and it's based on a 100-day moving average in the middle there. So we've already got our rules set up here. Now all we want to do is just plot them. So to do that, it's just plot. So pretty simple, I know. And it makes a little bit too much sense. That's great. That's a great thing. As you can see, I type in plot and it turns blue. So that means that Amibroker recognizes it. And it also means that we have to open up a bracket. And we open up a bracket and it tells us what we're looking for. So this is where we go from here. The first thing we're looking for is an array. So what we want to plot for the top one is the array that we set up called Bolly Top. And that's based on the Bollinger Band, this one here, which is 100-day moving average and 3 standard deviations above it. Now, oh, it's gone. So what we want next is what we're going to call it. And we put that in inverted commas, so we could call that Bollinger Top. And again, you could call that anything that you like there. We want, what color do we want it? We want it color green. Now, choosing your colors on the Amibroker website, there's a whole bunch of different colors. Basically, to do it, it starts with color. We could go color blue, and you'll know that you're correct when it turns, when it goes bold, and it formats it for you. So as you can see, I could choose color yellow maybe. Yes, yep, there you go. So it's pretty straightforward. What we're going to choose is color green because it's an entry signal, so it's a green for us. It's green for go. Now the style, we want style line because it's just a very simple line, and that's what we want to plot. Now again, there are many different styles that you can choose. Just check out the Amibroker website. It will have a few different options there, very simple for you to sort of look at as well. And then the rest of it is just where it's basically, the rest of the details is where it's going to be plotted. We don't need to fill that in for this particular plot, and then we just finalize that line by putting a semicolon there as well. So we also really want to check out the bottom band. So to do that, we just type plot again. We go Bolly bot because that's the array that we set up here, and we just want to call that Bollinger bottom. Now again, what I'm going to do is show you the buy and sell arrows as well, just how to set them up really quickly. And again, in between each one is a comma. So we've just got a comma there. We'll color this one red, and that formats it correctly, so we know we've got it right. We'll just go style line, and the rest is history, as they say. Close that off there with a semicolon, and that's the end of that. So that's fantastic. That's really, really cool. So next, really quickly, we'll just plot the shapes of the arrows for buy and sell signals. So to do this, all we do is plot shapes. Now, if we type in plot shapes, it turns blue. That's great. What does that mean? It means that Amibroker recognizes it, and we also have to open up our bracket, and then it tells us what we want. So what we want here is it's asking for the shape that we want. So I think, I can't remember the shapes. It's shape up arrow, I think. Yes. Okay. So, and it's the same deal here. If it turns bold and it formats it correctly, then you know you're on the right track. And again, check out the Amibroker website. There's probably, I don't know how many, there's like 30 different shapes, maybe even more, that you can choose from. So there's up arrows, down arrows, large circles, small circles, triangles, this, that, or the other. It's fantastic. It's really great. We're going to choose an up arrow just for simplicity's sake. We want our color, so the next one is the color, to be green because it's our entry signal. Now, one thing that I need to do here as well, because when we're plotting the shape, to plot it for our buy signal, we just type buy and then the star here. So buy and then that multiplication signal, basically, I believe it is, and then the shape up arrow. Now again, like, I'm not a coder, guys. I am a person who sort of figures this stuff out pretty much in my spare time. So if anyone knows exactly what that means, I know what it does because that gives us our buy signal. But yeah, if anyone knows exactly what that means, feel free to comment. That'd be great. Now the rest of it is just setting up our position of our up arrow. So we don't, well, our layer can just be 0, and then the position, what we want it to actually be, we want it to appear when it crosses above this this upper line here. So to do that, we can have it appear at the array that we set up. So we set up that array, which is Bolly top, and that's up here. That's our Bollinger Band top. And we can have the arrow appear there. Now, we could also put it at the closing price, or we could put it at the low price of the day, or whatever it is that you want. But I think what I really want is for it to be at our array, which is Bolly top. And I've just gotten rid of that, so, whoop. Yes, that's what we want. Oh, great, excellent, goodness gracious. So that's that, and again we can just copy and paste that for our sell signal. Just change a few things. We want it to be the sell signal instead. We want it to be a down arrow instead of an up arrow, and we want it to be the color red instead of the color green, and we want it to appear at Bolly bot, which is the array that we set up over here. Now, if we just save that, and if we just check our code as well, that's great. It seems to appear okay. We'll close that down and we'll start up a new sheet. So we've got our blank sheet here. If we just go to our Bollinger Band amazingness, and if we right click on that and go overlay, now that will give us, as you can see, we've got the top band here, we've got the bottom band there, and we've got the buy and sell arrows when it's above or below those top or bottom bands. Now, as you can see, we've got a few too many buy and sell arrows there. If we want to get rid of those, we can actually do a little thing called we go buy equals, and we just go xrem. So that removes the excess signals, basically. As you can see, it turns blue, and we open that up. So in other words, when we've got a buy signal, we only want that to happen after a sell signal. And the same for a sell. We just go xrem, or remove excess signals, and we want it basically only to happen, a sell to happen once or after a buy signal has occurred. So in other words, we won't get thousands of sell signals when there hasn't been a buy signal before it. If we just save that, we'll get rid of this indicator here and just refresh it, overlay it again. There we go. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? So we've only got one signal up and down. Now again, what we could also do is plot the moving average in the middle there, and that's just a matter of plotting the moving average. We can just use our same plot. Very, 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 very simple. But the array that we want to do is a moving average of the closing price of the last 100 days. And we've set up moving averages before in our series of Amibroker videos. We'll just call it moving average. Very, very simple. And we can make it a color. What color would we like? Yellow? Yeah, sounds good. Okay, so we'll just get rid of that. Quickly refresh and boom, and there we go. How cool is that? So now you can see exactly where your potential buy and sell signals will be on the chart. This is just such a cool thing. And yeah, so really, really cool. And as you can see, we've got a few nice long trends there and also a few small losses, which is typical of your typical trend following system basically. And yeah, with very decent results as we found in the last video. Guys, I hope that has helped in some small way. If it has, shoot me a message at the site at www.asxmarketwatch.com, or leave a comment underneath the video or at the site, or shoot me an email. Feel free. Guys, have a great day. Happy trading until we meet again, and bye for now.